This is the Tarot, Tea Leaf and Oracle forecast for the month of July 2019. We have a look at the energies that will be swirling around you. It will affect some of you, the whole story. Others of you, only certain aspects of it will touch on your life. So if you'd like a personal or private reading, or that incredible soulmate reading, or even to subscribe to the weekly star sign update, so that it can help you navigate your way through challenges or situations, or even take a peek into your future to see what happy occasions are going to turn up for you, then please contact me via the link in the description box below. That is via the website. You will see you can purchase and order your readings there. So Scorpio, I made a cup of tea for you, and I'm going to have a look at the tea leaf symbols that are in your teacup at first. I'm just going to discuss that which really pops out, because to read an entire teacup takes more time than I can record for you. The first thing that really jumps out for me is a clear passageway. And next to that clear passageway is a trail of tea leaves, which normally means that there's a money trail open to you. There's a money path opening up to you. So there's some way of gaining more access to income in the month of July. It's as if something clears, as if something parts, as if something separates and makes a clear pathway for you to see where you can get more income. The other thing that's interesting about this teacup is that little explosion sign that says there's some excitement in the month. Below that, I see someone treading very carefully, as if they're trying to step over things to get somewhere. Interestingly enough, below that is the letter E. I don't know who that's for, maybe more than one of you. And they're stepping along this trail. There's a tulip, there's passion, in other words. I see a clover, there's good luck. And then it's just tiny little symbols, which makes me think there's nothing else in July that is major, other than this major opening up that shows you a way forward how to get more income. If we have a look at your oracle cards, they're really nice. You get serendipity, unfinished symphony, and happy, happy. What this says to me is that in July you've got good luck. Once again, we see the clover leaf here. So in the month of July, some really good luck comes your way. You get the opportunity to get back to something you may have left unfinished, something that you couldn't finish. Perhaps you didn't have the finances for it. Something you couldn't finish because perhaps life just interrupted you with whatever it brought to the table. But there's some kind of luck, and it's involved with bringing something back to you that you can now finish up, that you can progress with and finish up. And this is going to bring you much happiness. So for each of you, which part of your life that is going to be different, because it's going to depend on your own life story. But there's definitely kind of financial abundance involved with this. There's definitely a clearing of the way for you to progress with something. So maybe whatever it is that you couldn't finish, there was so much stuff that you had to deal with, so much stuff that distracted you and took up your time and energy that you couldn't get on with it. July, something lucky happens that gives you a second chance with whatever it is that you were busy with that you couldn't finish up. And now you can finish it up. And like I say, that final card says, this is going to make you very happy. For relationships, I pick cards for those of you looking for relationships, and I pick cards for those of you in relationships. Right, those of you looking for relationships, you get flirt, extend your light-hearted energy to others, love yourself first, your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, retreat, it's time to disconnect from the world. What I see here is, in the month of July, you can very happily flirt. Put your flirt on and flirt with whomever you feel perhaps would like to be flirted with, or even who you'd like to flirt with. However, the main energy is that you actually need to take care of yourself first. Perhaps you need to take a break. Perhaps you need to take a holiday. Perhaps you need to exercise. Perhaps you need to eat well. Perhaps you just need to relax a lot more in the month of July. It's more about you in the month of July than someone else. However, you can flirt. You can set a nice light-hearted tone for what is perhaps coming in the months forward. But July is very much about you looking after yourself, you taking a little bit of time out to treat yourself, to pamper yourself, to take care of your health, to take care of exercising. Perhaps go out and buy some nice new clothes, have a new hairdo that makes you feel good, things that make you feel good. So it's definitely sort of a setting the tone for what is coming by focusing on yourself and getting yourself to the point in where you feel good about yourself and happy about yourself. And that's not about an outward show of having perfect hair and perfect clothes, etc. It's just about treating yourself with kindness, pampering yourself and spoiling yourself so that you feel good. You know, what you would want someone else to do for you. Now, those of you that are in relationships, you get the protection and the strength card. Once again, I get that feeling. I get that feeling that you need to protect yourself in the month of July, and this will give you the strength to deal with whatever comes up in relationships. There's not protect yourself with a sword and that kind of thing, or even though that shows up on the card. It's more a case of take care of those issues you know need to be taken care of. If you haven't been for a good long massage and you've got really tight sore muscles from stress, go and do that in July. If you need a day off just to have peace and quiet, do that in July. Whatever it is you know that you need to do for yourself in July to make you feel stronger and better again, do that. It will help your relationships. It will strengthen the bond between you and your partner, and it will strengthen your relationship. The tarot cards that come up for you is the 10 of Water, the 4 of Air, and the 24th card, which is Faith. That's a Major Arcana card. I'm looking at the cards, so I'm distracted by the pictures. It's really beautiful. It's got a heron and a wolf and a huge big turtle. And she has got a lotus and her angel wings. It's a case of, in July, having the faith that while you concentrate on taking care of your own things, while you concentrate on getting yourself to that point where your ducks are in a row, and this is more a case of self-care. I'm going backwards through your cards, your tarot cards here, because that 4 of Air says that you need to get done what you know needs to be done. It's a case here of there are things you're leaving undone. Perhaps you do need to really go on a good diet for a while, not as in losing weight diet, but as in eating really good food. Maybe you need to get out and walk a bit more often. Maybe you need to spend more time with your feet up, just doing nothing and relaxing a bit more often. It's a case of, for each of you, there is something, maybe more than one thing, that you know needs to be taken care of. And perhaps you worry that while you're doing that, all the things that, could go wrong will go wrong in your life because you haven't got your hand on everything. You have to have the faith that that's not the case, and it won't be the case. That self-care in July is very important. The 10 of Water speaks about you actually are able to receive the comfort, the nurturing, everything from the universe in July. It will provide for you, providing you take care of those things you know need to be taken care of. And it's not duties, and it's not all those things you need to do because your world will fall apart and everybody else can't take care of themselves if you're not doing it. It's not that kind of thing. It's a kind of thing of taking care of things in your own life that you know will help you feel better. It's letting go of the control, really. If you look at that 10 of Water, she's got a pearl and wings, and she's got a little yo-yo. She's controlling it, and she's almost controlling that turtle as well. It's a case of, if you let go of that control, the need to control everything around you in fear that it will fall apart if you don't, and you take the time to take that self-care, do that self-care that you know you need it, and have the faith that everything will work out if you take your hands off all those things that you feel will fall apart. You'll realize when you take care of yourself and let go of the control and have the faith that everything will work out absolutely beautifully. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like any of those readings I offered at the beginning, the personal, private, soulmate, or subscription to weekly updates for your star sign, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via the website. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing, and for those of you that share this video, I truly appreciate it. Those of you that comment, I read every single comment. Thank you very much.